Tonight marks the 77th year of this fun tradition. Community members of all ages are welcome to participate, and we're seeing some pretty great costumes already from both kids and adults. It looks like this parade is going to start soon, so we better get going. Thanks, Maya. How perfect is this? It snowed again last night, so Bellefonte is looking like a winter wonderland. I'm here in Talleyrand Park right now, just outside the historic Bellefonte train station and the gazebo, which, as you can see behind me, is all decked out for Bellefonte Victorian Christmas. Since their arrival to the U.S. in 2014, the invasive spotted lanternfly has been harassing wildlife and people across the country. I'm actually standing inside the corn maze right now, where for the past 6 nights they have been hosting a haunted flashlight maze. Now, I was not brave enough to come check that out in the dark, for good reason apparently, because it seems like this guy didn't make it out. But I did have a chance to see some pretty awesome Halloween costumes at an annual State College tradition. Alec, the shutdown effects are far-reaching. Payments for federal food and heating assistance could run out soon, and some states have warned funding for Head Start preschool programs is in jeopardy. Canada is no longer measles-free. International health experts say the country has lost its elimination status due to ongoing outbreaks. In that first AIC game, it was even 45 shots to 12, but the high shot tally is not producing as much success as one might think it would. And this is because, as we know, shots on goal and shots in goal are two entirely different statistics. Among other factors, their league goal scorer and leader in assists last season, Logan Cooley, is now off playing his first NHL games with the Arizona Coyotes. So awesome for Logan Cooley, not so awesome for Minnesota. Yeah, there was definitely a chill in the air this morning. We had to kick the heat on in our house, which is bad for the utility bill, but I will say it definitely feels like football outside. Thanks, Daniel. Now we'll head over to Mike Landis with sports. The State College community gathered in the streets of downtown this week for the annual Halloween costume parade. From fairy tale characters to real-life icons, creativity was on full display. Tonight marks the 77th year of this fun tradition. Community members of all ages are welcome to participate, and we're seeing some pretty great costumes already from both kids and adults. It looks like this parade is going to start soon, so we better get going. The march around town was led by the State High Band, which came dressed to impress.
We have 8 people, so 4 of us are the Beatles early on in their career, and the other 4 are the Beatles late in the career, and I am Ringo later in his career. I made this like last night. It was a lot of fun.
The parade headed down College Avenue before making its way to Memorial Field, where participants had a chance to enter 5 different categories of costume competitions. This night of fun is organized by Center Region Parks and Rec.
And the ideas they have and how they incorporate their entire families, from the adults all the way down to the kids. I just think it's magical, and I love seeing the community come out for something that's really very simple. It is such a great long-standing tradition that we have people who used to come as a kid now bringing their kids.
The celebration wrapped up with a performance from the band and some candy for the road. In State College, I'm Anna LaCastro for the Center County Report. Christmas is just around the corner, which means the borough of Bellefonte is undergoing a transformation.
It is crazy. It is literally like they did the name. What's the name of the clip they do for action in a movie? And it's like a Hallmark movie just erupts in Bellefonte.
This weekend, one of Central PA's most cherished traditions is back, the annual Bellefonte Victorian Christmas. Even the weather here in Bellefonte is getting into the holiday spirit. This weekend marks the 44th year of the Victorian Christmas celebration, and this year's theme is It's a Wonderful Life in Bellefonte. The weekend is packed full of events that are sure to make visitors feel like they've traveled back in time, including horse-drawn carriage rides, live nativity performances, concerts, a holiday dinner, and so much more.
It's so nostalgic. There's carolers walking around and the primitive clothes like from Victorian era, and it just makes you feel like you could kind of be back in that time. It's magical.
Planning for an event of this size begins long before the holiday season approaches.
I start out by reserving the place where the big dinner's going to be in May. And then I also reserve transportation because we have free transportation on Saturday. So I reserve 2 shuttle buses and a trolley.
Dave and Phil told me that for them, a very important part of the weekend is the music.
We have concerts on Saturday and Sunday both. They're all free in our churches and the high school, so you don't want to miss it. It's all on our website. And the other thing planned is shopping, great shopping opportunities. Our stores, we have unique stores in town, and there's a craft show in the YMCA.
36 Bellefonte businesses will join in Saturday's Cookie Crawl event, each one supplying their own unique recipe.
It's butterscotch, chocolate, melted, and then walnuts, a little bit of walnuts on top.
With so many events in store, it's hard to pick a favorite.
Do you ask parents if they have favorite children?
In Bellefonte, I'm Anna LaCastro for the Center County Report. Here, there, everywhere. If you've been out and about in Pennsylvania lately, there's a good chance you've come across one of these guys.
I hate them. I think they're so annoying. They fly everywhere and they have no respect for my personal space.
I try to step on them sometimes, but they're just too fast. So I was like, whatever.
Since their arrival to the U.S. in 2014, the invasive spotted lanternfly has been harassing wildlife and people across the country. They feed on the nutrients from plants like this tree here, and unfortunately for some businesses, they have a strong preference towards economically important crops. Spotted lanternflies are big fans of grapevines, making them a significant threat to vineyards. Barb Christ, owner of Happy Valley Vineyard and Winery, says they've been dealing with the insects for years.
Last year, they came 2 weeks earlier, so they came in mid-September, and we still had quite a bit of grapes on the vines to be harvested, but again, the population was very low. This year, they came 2 weeks even earlier.
They can be hard to spot amongst endless rows of vines, but if you look closely, you'll catch them hiding.
We would actually find them in the harvested grapes. Now, we've had people at Penn State do studies to assure us that those insects that are in the grapes aren't going to taint the wine at all. They come out with the skins and things like that, but they're there.
It's not just their presence in the harvest. The problems they cause in the vineyard run deeper.
If they're in a heavy infestation, they're going to take that nutrient and use it for themselves, and the plant doesn't have it.
Fortunately, Happy Valley Vineyard is done with their annual harvest, so they can take some extra measures to fight back.
If they're still very active in the vineyard, we're actually going to put a spray to try to knock them back.
For anyone planning to visit the vineyard, there is something you can do to help.
I tell people if they come out here, if they see one, go and squash it.
So, if you spot one, try to do your part, if you can catch them.
Oh, he jumped.
It's a problem that Center County has been dealing with for years, and recently, it's getting worse.
It's definitely increased just in the year that I've been doing this, for sure. I mean, even just earlier this week, I had somebody surrender 9 puppies to me.
The number of abandoned or surrendered dogs and cats has increased to the point where shelters like Center County Paws are out of room, and surrender wait lists are growing longer. Fortunately, Paws has a reliable network of helpers. College students, who are often accused of contributing to the problem of abandoned animals, actually make up a big portion of those coming to the rescue. Helena Hoffman and her Penn State roommate fostered Nova from Paws their sophomore year.
My roommate wakes me up and she's like, look at this dog. Like, please look at this dog.
Nova had been hit by a car and needed some special love and care.
She just came out of surgery that day. And so they needed someone to help her through the healing process. So we commented on the post and they were like, are you sure? She's a puppy and she just got surgery and you guys have never fostered before. We're like, yes, we want her.
Helena and her roommate had Nova for 4 months before she eventually found her forever home.
Being able to give her to another family after she was with people all the time was amazing.
Mariah Elizondo is fostering kittens for the second time. These two are a little shy, but they're starting to warm up to their new space.
You have to show them I'm a person that's going to love you. I'm not a person that's going to harm you.
Those fostering from Paws don't have to worry about the extra costs that come with caring for an animal.
With the animal, they get food, litter pan, pooper scooper, toys, bed, carrier, everything they would need.
For those interested in fostering a cat or dog, Center County Paws has all the information you need available on its website.
You know, we couldn't bring in the number of animals we do if we didn't have fosters.
In State College, I'm Anna LaCastro for the Center County Report.